Hi, my friends. It's Meredith, your evolutionary astrologer, and this is Dun Dun Dun, your most anticipated video on why is it so damn painful falling in love with a Scorpio. So this is the pain and the pitfalls of loving Scorpio. This is the last in my series. I went out of order. A lot of people ask me why. I didn't have the stamina. I didn't have the bandwidth, and I was not able to channel that video until tonight. So lucky, lucky ducks, you. I have channeled it, and it is deep. It is raw, and this is not for the faint of heart. So if you're already angry and I haven't even started, just click goodbye, come back to when you can handle it, because this is going to be a deep one. And hopefully you already know me. Hopefully you already love me, and hope to God this is not our first impression and our first hello. Please tell me, are you meeting me for the very first time? Oh, dear God. Okay, we're going to get into it. It's really serious. So I'm just going to give it to you straight and blunt, fast and hard, just the way you like it, Scorpios. So let me just give you a couple bullet points and then we're going to flush it out. So I first need to clarify really quickly again that this is not the virtue video. This isn't everything that's great about Scorpio. Okay. This is the shadow side. This is the unhealthy Scorpio. This is where even healthy Scorpios can occasionally dip down into, and the energy that lives in the shadow dark side, the sabotaging scorpionic energy. So if you want to see the virtues video, I've got lots of nice things to say about Scorpios. It's just not really going to be in this particular video. I know. I know. Throw a dart. But I want to say you can go watch How to Make a Scorpio Fall Madly in Love with You. You can go watch my entire Scorpio playlist. And you will come to realize that I have a deep respect for Scorpio. It does happen to be my past life. And I have a love for Scorpios. And I really respect these Marines. These are the Marines of the zodiac. These people go in first, not the virtue video, though. Let's don't get carried away with all the virtues, right? So there's plenty of content. So please don't write me a comment where it's like, oh, sounds like you've got beef. No, go watch my 2000 videos. I have a huge library here, free, free. And then I have private members only videos, which, by the way, I'm going to get back on the bandwagon and do a lot more members only videos. So please become a member for $2.99 and join my community. And it really helps me. So I'm not begging, but I am saying it's critical and it's really important. And I really, really value my members. So this is going to be bloopers and all, no editor. You get to see all my mistakes that I make. Sometimes, I don't know, I have foot and mouth syndrome. Sometimes I say the wrong thing, but let's dive in. So Scorpio has an emotional intensity that can become so obsessive that it really is an unhealthy fixation, and it turns into control. And it's extraordinarily painful to be on the receiving end of that. This intensity is just, it's just absolutely massive. And it's sort of like lying in bed with a dragon or a snake, um, a reptilian in a way. I say that because it can look quite frightening to somebody who doesn't have scorpionic energy in their chart, but it can also look powerful and intimidating. So there's an intoxication to it. Let me just tell you, Scorpio has X-ray vision, and X-ray vision is absolutely terrifying. I mean, when Scorpio looks at you, they have uh, just this eye contact that just penetrates to your very soul. And even by the first hello, the first encounter, the first date, it's almost like they're onto your deepest insecurity, and you know that they know exactly, exactly how to weaponize it and how to trigger your wound. And they get that power fast. They get that power immediately. And you don't even know how the F you gave them that power. You're like, I feel so seen and it feels so good, but it also really kind of hurts. And it's an emotional undressing you, which is exhilarating, but also it leaves you feeling very vulnerable because if they choose to do the wrong thing with it, um, it could hurt you for life. Yeah, it could hurt you for life. And if they expose those insecurities or wounds or photos or videos of you, whatever it is you don't want exposed, um, they could exploit them, exploit you. And so it's very, it takes a lot of trust to be involved with somebody who can see right through you. And it's frankly really terrifying. It's terrifying. And yet, if they're good, again, not the virtues video, it can be tremendously healing. But until it's healing, it's terrifying because you don't know exactly what they're going to do with you. Um, Another reason why it's kind of painful to be involved with a Scorpio or to love a Scorpio is because they love you with the intensity of 1,000 suns. And maybe even it's not 1,000 suns. Maybe it's like a black hole, right? The vortex just sucks you in. And Scorpio's love doesn't sometimes even feel nice. It doesn't feel light and fun and casual and woo, yippee yahoo. No. It's intense. It's almost as if when you are being loved by a Scorpio, they can rearrange your entire cellular system. They can rearrange all of you. They can pull your puzzle pieces all apart, put you into a million-piece puzzle, and rearrange you in a way in which they wish. Um, they can truly, like this black hole, if you will, that just sucks you in, can really, really manipulate you into becoming something untrue to your own self to accommodate their intensity, their love. And I don't know if Scorpios are even aware of this because their love just feels like devotion or obsession or a psychic love, right? Like a psychic connection or like a power grid, if you will. But they can merge so deeply with you that you feel like this merging sort of destroys you and also sort of in a twisted way gives you purpose, but it gives you purpose at the expense of your own self. And you don't even know how this is being done to you. It's kind of like, I mean, forgive me for this. This is really dark, but it's kind of like all of a sudden you wake up and you realize you're in love with a cult leader. And you're like, how did I get into this cult? How did you brainwash me? How did I turn into something that I'm not even, right? How did all this happen? And it's mesmerizing. It's mesmerizing and it's powerful and it's intoxicating. And you completely eroded your joy, your happiness, yourself as you knew it to accommodate this like psychic love, this divine love that's bigger than you, bigger than them, bigger than the two of you, right? And it's all consuming and you don't know how you got there. That's terrifying. That's the black hole. Now, in this video, I'm not going to give you 10 things because I have 20. I'm just going to go until I break. And you Scorpios, I know you guys really actually love me. I know you appreciate me. But you can throw me some love. You can throw me some love in the comments. You can also be mad at me if you want to. This was a real risk for me to do this whole series, the pain and pitfalls of loving each sign. And a lot of the signs really struggled with the content in this series. But I have to tell you, I have my Mercury in Scorpio. I understand Scorpio so well. I have my past life in Scorpio, and I have planets in the eighth house. Like, I really know Scorpio energy, and I know the shadow side of Scorpio. And so it is the shadow side of Scorpio that made me understand or want to understand or developed a curiosity to understand that each sign really has a dangerous way about them. Sagittarius, Libra, Pisces, Leo, they all have a very dangerous shadow side. And the pain and the suffering and the self-sabotage does not discriminate. You know, a Pisces can be equally as dark as an unhealthy Scorpio. An unhealthy Pisces can be. And and so it took me a while to I I kind of sometimes channel the energy of the things that I talk about. And I just, for the longest time, I've been procrastinating. I just did not have it in me to do this video. So this series took a lot of guts, and I will do a virtue video. If you guys want all the virtues and all the amazing things of all the different signs, because I haven't said them enough, will you leave me a comment? Also, if you have good video ideas, leave me a comment or just send them to my assistant, my fabulous assistant, Lydia, at teamsoulnavigation@gmail.com. You can write to us there. So, the next thing that I would say about what makes loving a Scorpio so damn hard is they are testing you. And by the way, they are not testing you once and you're done. No, it is a test every frickin' day. It is a test on every subject of every day. They are testing your loyalty. They are testing your truthfulness. They are testing if you are emotionally safe. They are creating invisible obstacle courses for you to run through every minute of your day. And you didn't even know you signed up for the obstacle course. Yeah. And Scorpios start, I don't know, every day off with, "Can I trust you?" And it might even be more than every day. It might be morning, noon, and night. It might be, "You're good until I see you again," which could be in an hour. Like if the two of you are at home working together, you might be seeing each other every 3 hours or every half hour. So yeah, you're good. You're good. I believe you until I see you again. And then I will test to make sure that we were good. And it's this starting over constantly around this obstacle course test. And I want to tell you, I used to play video games. I don't have time. I would love to play, like, would you guys tell me some like fun fantasy, like the Miss of Avalon video game that I would be good at? Like, I love fantasy. Transport me into fantasy, but I don't really like killing, but I do like solving mysteries. Like, what would be a great video game for me? Anyways, when I was much younger, I liked to play video games like in my early 20s, but I haven't played a video game in forever. But Scorpio and their tests is kind of like playing a video game where you're killed and you have to start over. You're killed, you have to start over. You're killed, you have to get, oh, you got shot in the back and you have to limp until you find food, and then you have to start over, and then you have to save your friend or save you. So you save you and then you get killed and you have to start over. That is literally. So it's kind of like this perpetual, um, never fully understanding where you stand with your Scorpio until you not pass the test, not pass enough silent tests. It is chronically pass the next test to unlock their next emotional level, which hopefully is sweet. But it's not guaranteed. I think the next hardest thing about being in love with a Scorpio is, oh my God, they are so deep. Okay. They are so deep. They feel everything. They feel the grief and the passion and the longing and the worry and the anxiety and the devotion and the love. And they feel everything, and they show nothing. Oh my God. And if this isn't the number one hardest thing I don't know what is. They are the sign of the mute. And these mutes are mute. They don't talk. I think they kind of grunt. Like, what? Uh, pardon me? Uh, what's that? Oh, you're madly, passionately in love with me? Oh, because you know that because they wrote it down in a card real fast. You know, they feel it all. They feel absolutely freaking everything. And they poker face you. They ice you out. They're stone cold. Literally stone cold. And so I just, with my little Scorpio moonchild girl, I just decided to tell her every single time I saw her that I love her and I was going to do it in a big, gargantuan, dynamic, gigantic way. I love you. So it obligated her to say it back. I love you too. I know she does. And now she's been conditioned. So she's like, I love you too, Mom. But oh my God, if that didn't take a decade. I love you. Love you too. Why? Let me tell you why. And you Scorpios, you just listen for a minute, okay? Just put your guard down and just listen for a minute. You can tell me I'm wrong. And by the way, when I'm wrong, you'll notice I correct myself in the comments. Scorpio feels too vulnerable, openly, gregariously showing love. Now, why is it that that would make them feel vulnerable? I have no real idea because I don't feel that way ever. If I love you, holy shitballs, I am going to get on the mountaintop and I'm going to get a bullhorn and I'm going to yell it from the mountaintops and I'm going to make sure you know it. Now, Scorpio is not going to like that, but that's what I'm going to do. So this is truly, truthfully, the antithesis of me. So I had to do a lot of studying to figure it out. And the truth is that if Scorpio is too gregarious with their expression of love, not their feeling of love, they actually feel the love so deeply and so profoundly. But I'm talking about the actual expression, the actual getting the words out. It's very difficult for them. They are not going to do this effusively and frequently. They will do this sparingly and rationally. And yet it's not even how they feel. They feel it even bigger, probably, than what I feel. But what they feel and what they say just don't match. This is where they're a little bit painful to love. And it's because they feel that they lose the power. They lose the power position. They lose their power when they say too effusively, when they are not mysterious, and when they are full out, I love you so much. They feel a loss of power. And when they lose that power, they are completely engulfed in their own emotions and they lose control. And one thing Scorpio will not lose is control. Do you know they probably will die trying to keep the control? Truthfully, that's how visceral keeping the control is. They will keep the control until death. I And it is a form of pride, but it's deeper than pride. It's not pride like a Leo. It's more like survival. It's almost like they might die with the exposure of loving you in a gregarious way. It is so viscerally frightening to be that open. It creates conflict for them. And so they moderate their emotions, and their emotions are literally at Mach 1000. And so you actually if you're involved with a Scorpio, you probably actually doubt if they even really love you. Yet you know they do, but they certainly don't reassure you as often as your soul probably needs, unless you also have a lot of Scorpio in your own chart. The possessiveness of a Scorpio is like cuckoo, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, this is where they get cuckoo. Sorry, I know Scorpio. Giving you a big hug. But they don't just date you, they merge completely with you. And they don't just like you and want to go out for a drink or a coffee. No, they want to bond deeply. And once they merge, they become hypersensitive to anything that's going to threaten that bond. And so they get jealous. And they're very like primal. Like this is like, I don't know, beasts in the wild. Like, oh, I saw that wolf that wanted you. And it's like they have this unshakable loyalty. They're on the Taurus axis, right? Like Taurus and Scorpio are on that jealousy axis. These are the two most jealous signs. I think Taurus is even more jealous than Scorpio. But they don't want anything threatening that merge, that bond, because they have become one with you. And let me tell you, that connection to you is sacred. It is sacred. And anything that is going to weaken that connection, that could be just you, I don't know, going to the 7-Eleven and pumping your own gas. What are you doing? Where are you going? Right? They it's I don't know. It becomes a crisis in their life. And they just I think that we could just say it sweetly if we wanted to, their devotion to you. They don't want any cracks. They don't want to let you even remotely have an opportunity to unwind yourself from the deal, from the vials of blood that we shared. Yeah, it's really deep. Um, I think the next thing, and it's a little bit like the I love yous, is they crave this incredible intimacy and they can create it sexually usually, but they have a very difficult time creating it emotionally and psychologically. And so, great, you can create it sexually. Yay. Well, how long does that last if you don't have the emotional or the psychological intimacy to go with it? Like if you're going to create this deep vulnerability and intimacy, because the way in which you create intimacy is through the pathway of vulnerability. You cannot be intimate without being vulnerable. So Scorpio can do this quite easily in the physical sense, in the sexual sense, but they cannot do it well in the emotional or psychological sense. They cannot usually talk vulnerably about their wounds. And if they do, they start to cover them up really, really fast. Like, oh, no, no, it's okay. It's okay. I know my mom was like that, but she's not like that anymore. And you don't need to feel sorry for me. And right. And they start walking it back, talking it back. And they'll listen to your soul and they'll listen to your pain and they'll listen to your grief. But when it's their turn, they have one word answers. They're the mute. They are the mute. And so you might not actually know their wounds, their pains, their vulnerabilities, their Pluto, right? And it's funny because they're ruled by Pluto. They can do their Mars with you. That's the act of fornication. But can they do their Pluto with you? That's their psychological wound. That is either an illusion. It's the wound in which they still are working through. It's the wound where they felt abandoned. And it's complicated. And if they share themselves psychologically with you, I mean deeply and openly and chronically and constantly, you've got yourself a very healthy Scorpio. But a lot of Scorpios will tell you their wound once. They will not show you their pain around it. They will not cry about it in front of you. And they will start covering it up. And you are living with, oh, I remembered though, he said that, his dad abused him. So I know that's in him and I know that bothers him, but he's never talked about it again. Yeah, exactly. Because they can't get emotionally vulnerable. You try bringing it up. It won't work. And so This is what is very, very difficult. Like, if you want to talk about my wounds with me, it probably needs to be at the right time when I can take care to talk about it. But you could shift me into it. You could say, Meredith, I really want to talk to you about something that you said. You mentioned X, Y, and Z. Would you share more with that? Absolutely. Right? Not Scorpio. They're not going to go there with you. But they expect that from you. And they make great listeners. So you bask in their comfort, but they can't do that with you. And then they expect you to have this incredibly intimate sexual experience with them. But does that work for you for a long period of time if you don't have that emotional vulnerability or the psychological vulnerability or the ability to communicate through words? Now, maybe you're another Scorpio, or maybe you have your Venus and Mars and Scorpio and you don't need that. But if you're a sign that does need that openness, this feels so isolating. And this is what makes loving them so painful, because you can feel them feeling deeply, but they don't let you in and they don't talk about it. And that's where you feel like there's just a brick wall there. Okay, are you guys relating to this? I want to know your Scorpio stories. And when you share your Scorpio stories, you help other people really, really learn. Like, flush out some of your Scorpio stories so other people can relate. And it's just so helpful when you share your stories. And Scorpio, I really appreciate your stories, and I appreciate people who have been involved with Scorpios. And let's try to do it in a loving way. But I really would love for Scorpio to take a chance on us and share some of your vulnerabilities with us, because I know the silence is intentional. It's a defense mechanism. It is a way to draw a boundary, and it is a way to regain or keep the control, the emotional control. They keep the storyline, and they literally shut down. And that's the next thing that I want to talk about. Their silence is a weapon, and it's a wound, and their silence is wounding. So if you're a Scorpio, like, take heed. When a Scorpio shuts down, they shut down 1000%. They are unreachable. They are swimming on the bottom of the ocean floor. They are locked up, in a little treasure chest with a Harry Houdini locks on it, and they are on the bottom of the ocean. They are unreachable. No cell, no texting, no going to their house. They are shut in, and they can withdraw into the depths of their soul cave, if you will, into their shadow fantasy world. I don't know, where vampires live. Where do you guys go, Scorpios? Will you answer that question? Where the F do you go? Where does the Scorpio go? You know, um, do you go into the true crime docu-series so you can go look at someone else's wound so it takes you out of yours? Where do you go? And sometimes it's because they're hurting and they don't know how to process without just totally retreating. But when you retreat, Scorpio, I want to know, what does it look like? What does it smell like? What Where is it? Is it a happy place? Is it just the dark doom cave in Count Dracula's castle in Romania? Like, it's self-protection, but what is it? What does it look like? Like, when you shut down and you're just like so in there. I don't know. I've been in dark places, but I don't know if I've been to where that Scorpio sun can go, and this is the crazy ass part. Like, this is so crazy. Scorpio, out of the whole entire zodiac, wants to connect more deeply, um, probably than any other sign. And yet they are probably the most fearful of that intense connection it's this hot cold at the same time. I mean, in a way, they are equally, if not more, afraid of vulnerability than an Aquarius. I know it's crazy because they hunger for it. Aquarius doesn't even hunger for it like a Scorpio. So there's a contradiction, there's an irony, there's a complexity to Scorpio that the other signs don't have because they want this so deeply and yet they don't allow themselves to go there completely. Okay, I have to ask you guys, are you coming to study astrology with me at my Athena Academy of Astrology? Did you guys know that I opened up my own academy? And I kind of can't believe it. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to create an environment where people could learn with me deep astrology, real astrology, the underbelly of astrology, and learn how to synthesize, learn how to go into the depths of astrology. And there's just not a lot of really great astrology schools out there. There are some, but there are not a lot where you really learn the mastery of astrology through synthesis. So I am opening up my academy in 2026 on January 11th, and I want to show you this. So you can go to soulnavigation.com. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, you can go to soulnavigation.com and you can click right here at the Athena Academy of Astrology, and you can read all about my academy and then look at this. So these are the courses that I'm going to be teaching. And there's 6 courses, and Connie Joe is going to teach generational planets. So you're going to discover Pluto, Neptune, Uranus in your own chart. It's going to be amazing. You have to know the outer planets. I'm going to teach you how to do cold readings. That's kind of a more intermediate advanced class, but we're going to kick it off with my foundations class. My foundations 100 for beginners and up. Like if you've never read a chart or if you have read a chart, it's a great review for really for experienced astrology students too. And these are all of our classes, so you can check them out. We're going to do mastery classes and intermediate classes, and then I have a guest lecture series. And so this is just going to be so thrilling. And I wanted to create something where you guys could learn from the comfort of your own home. And it's going to take place on January 11th and it's going to go through till October. If you miss a class, no big deal. You get the recording and you could do self-paced. You could buy the courses for the year and you could do them all on your own time, like your own timeline, and you get the links for life. And I'm having a sale through the month of December. So I wanted to show you this. Oh, this is the Athena Academy. Go here. This is soulnavigation.com. But I'm going to show you how you can purchase them. But I'm having a sale. And if you buy the whole entire year, you save $250. And basically, that is the cost of my foundations course. So you get the whole foundations course for free. I'm going to be live on Zoom. And guess what? This is the very best part. It is going to be intimate. That's what made me think of telling you this. It's going to be a pretty small class. So we're going to work with your charts. And I am so excited to show you how to become a professional astrologer. And I want to tell you that if you really want to create a side hustle or you want to master this as a hobby, or if you want to step into the real world with a real job as a professional astrologer and honestly be quite successful, there's room for you. Come learn with me. So I'm going to show you, and I'm so excited. And I love the students who have already signed up, and I have some spaces left. Um, and most people have bought the whole year's curriculum. So you go to go to soulnavigation.com and you can just see all the dates, all the times, all the classes, and the curriculum. But if you go to shopsoulnavigation.com, this is where you can purchase it. You go to the Athena Academy of Astrology and you can read all about it here. And here are all the courses. So you can cherry pick and you can pick like do cold readings, learn how to do cold readings. You have to come with some knowledge though. Like I really recommend you take this foundations course before you do the cold readings. And then you could take generational planets. Very important. Like what the heck is Pluto doing in your chart now that it switched signs? Like you need all the outer planets switch signs. And you need to know because this is cathartic. This is plate tectonic shifts. And then we're going to go into the mastery level coursework. And this is very intense, intense. When you take 10 courses with me, we're only offering 6 this year, but when you take 10, you get certified as an astrologer who graduated my Athena Academy of Astrology. And I mean, honestly, when you have studied with me and people know it, they know you're not a light astrologer, right? They know that you have done really, really deep evolutionary work because that's what I teach. And this is going to be in a format that starts from A and goes all the way to Z. But I wanted to show you something. What you can do is you can save the $250 if you purchase this one. And this is the full year right here. And you can make payments. So if you can't afford the whole $9.99, it's going to go to it's not going to be on sale after December, just to be honest. I can only offer this sale. This is the best price. You guys won't find an astrology course like this anywhere in the world for this price. Nope, nope, nope. And so I don't know. I really believe in me and I believe in what we're doing here at the Athena Academy. And so here's my foundations course. It's going to start January 11th. You can click on this one and you can see what you're going to learn. This is going to be very deep and very profound. Now, if you don't want to buy it now, you will be able to buy it later, but it isn't going to be at this price. You might as well buy it at this price so you have the link for life. And because this is going to be cheaper, then I will sell the course. But the $249 is discounted, and the $249, this class is free. This class is free if you buy the whole entire year. Yeah. So I hope you guys are studying with me. I hope you're coming. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's go back to the pain and pitfalls of Scorpio. Thank you for indulging me in my tangent, but I want to give you the opportunity to really, really learn genuine, real, deep, profoundly transformational astrology that can grow you. And if it's too expensive to come learn with me live and in person at my amazing Seattle retreat and workshop, come learn with me online, like if you live too far away. But there is nothing better than learning live with me in person. I mean, we have a blast. So consider coming to Seattle May 15th, 16th, and 17th. And you can find all the details to that on my website at soulnavigation.com or at shopsoulnavigation.com. Just click on events and workshops and come learn with me in person. It is going to be so much fun. And I have planned so many fun activities. We're going to ride the ferry boat. We're going to go see the troll. We're going to go to the center of the universe together. It's going to be amazing. And for that in May, it's a 3-day workshop, 4 days really with our happy hour. I'm going to be teaching you the progress chart for 2 full days. And then the third day, I'm going to be teaching you timing techniques. Yeah, how to pick the best days and times. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. So I still have tickets available for that too. And it's on sale also through December. So whatever you want to do it in December and make payments in the shop because the prices go up in January. So the next thing I want to talk about why it's so difficult to be in love with the Scorpio is they don't forget. No, they say they forgive. They say they forget. They don't. They don't forgive and they don't forget. Nope, they don't. You can test it. You can repeat the whatever wound you created, the original wound you created. You could do it again. And they will quickly remind you that they never forgot what you did before. They will remember exactly what you said, how you said it, the tone you used, what you were wearing, your facial expressions, your eye roll, your dismissiveness. They have their wounds time-stamped and documented. Yep. And they don't forget ever. They have a memory like an elephant. And sometimes this is beautiful. Like this can be a virtue. But if you've hurt them, oh my God. And it is really hard, especially if you really did something that truly did hurt them. you will never truly be forgiven. Um, they might be able to live with you, but they will always be guarded for the rest of their lives. And not only with you, you could be paying the price for those wounds that were created by another person that have nothing to do with you. So they don't forget the original wounder and they can transpose that onto you. And they do this better than anyone else in the whole zodiac, the transference of wounds onto you. So you're paying the price of the bill that somebody else created. And if you hurt them, oh my God, that's just awful. But they're not just navigating the present wounds, they're also navigating the wounds that live in the archives. And that's for really unhealthy Scorpios. And if you're a healthy Scorpio, I do think you can move through your wounds. I do. I think you can move through your wounds, but they still don't forget. They don't. One of the reasons why loving a Scorpio is so painful is because you're going to be changed forever after you date or love your Scorpio. You will never be the same again. You will be reborn again. And you will play with the shadow side of life and you will have a soul evolution for sure. But it doesn't come sweetly and innocently and in great with like high spirits. No, it is a psychological excavation of your soul. And so you're going to see the dark side of yourself if you're involved with the Scorpio because they will challenge your ego and they will strip away your illusions and they will take away your self-aggrandizement and they will trigger your wounds. Why? Because they have x-ray vision and they know what your wounds are. And when a relationship with Scorpio ends, it usually never ends well. Oh, my sinister laugh, but it's true. It feels like losing a limb. It feels like having your heart ripped out. It is just so painful. It is so profound. It is so god awful. Because I don't know, they like it that way. They need it that way. They have to have it that way. They cannot let this like separate amicably, like let you keep your power, let you keep your soul intact. No, I will destroy you. If you're going to leave me, I will destroy you on your way out. Yes, I will. And I will make it be, I will rip your legs off. I will rip your arms off, if you will. And I will make it be that nobody else will ever love you. Yeah. And so there's a revenge quality to Scorpio, and that is like where they are the most unhealthy. Now, not every Scorpio you meet is an unhealthy, undeveloped, immature Scorpio. Many of them are, but not all of them. There are healthy Scorpios. Those are the eagle Scorpios, right? There's scorpion Scorpios, snake Scorpios, and eagle Scorpios. And if you're involved with an eagle Scorpio, these are the Mother Teresas of the world. I mean, these are the most amazing people. These are the great transformers, but this isn't the virtue video. You guys didn't want that yet. You wanted the pain and pitfalls video. You're like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Who wanted that? Who wanted that? Well, I couldn't do the whole zodiac and not Scorpio, right? I did all the signs. I did all 11 signs. I was going to get away without doing the Scorpio video. And everybody's like, where's the Scorpio video? You did Libra and then you skipped to Sagittarius. Yeah, I did. It was easy. I didn't want to do this one. So I'm going to recap these unhealthy, and dangerous shadow sides, right? The shining. So they are obsessive. They have unhealthy fixations. They are over attached to their wounds. They so self-identify with their wound that they become a living, walking version of their wound. And they can shut you out and shut down like it is your punishment. You are sent to the dungeon, yet you're sitting there watching television with them or watching a movie in stone cold silence. And they weaponize silence. Don't go on a road trip with a mad Scorpio. You will sit in silence unless you have one of these things and a headset and you can listen to a really funny audiobook, but don't you dare laugh out loud. their loyalty turns into controlling possessiveness. And so it makes them like hyper territorial and paranoid, looking around corners constantly. Like, who are you talking to? What are you doing? They will bug your phone. They will track you. They'll put a tracker in the sole of your shoe and you won't even know. I don't know, in the side of your shoe, something. They're going to put it somewhere. I don't know. Where do you guys put trackers? In the wheel well of the car? Like literally, where do you put a tracker? I have a client whose husband is tracking her and he's able to read all of her messages, all of them. How is he doing that? I don't even know how to do that. And if I had to do that, I certainly wouldn't be involved with you, right? I wouldn't be involved. So, this is just the recap. This is the cliff notes. So they can hold grudges and never forgetting the wound and never letting the wound go. They can be the biggest emotional manipulators and they will use your wounds and your vulnerabilities against you. Bo wants to be in the video. Look at him. He has his leash and he wants me to go walk him. So I have to end the video here soon. Okay, Bobo. He wants me to walk him. Where was I? I think their intuition can be living in make believe sometimes. I really do. Where they assume, I don't know, they had a dream and you cheated on them. And so they treat you like shit for a week because they assumed the betrayal was real when it was really just their dream. So their intuition sometimes leads them. Get off, Bo. Ow. That hurts. Sorry. He's an Aries. He can take it, but that hurts. That hurts. Go. I have to trim his nails. Oh my God. Don't worry. I got claw marks in my thigh. I'll be okay. It's appropriate for the Scorpio video, right? But what I was saying is, what was I saying? Oh, they assume betrayals. Like, oh, I saw you looking at the produce guy. I saw you. I saw you do that. No, you didn't, because I was reading the label on the persimmon. I saw you flirting. Yeah, I was having fun. Who cares? Who cares? That kid is as old as my child. I flirt with grandparents and 5-year-olds because, like, I'm a nice person who believes in Santa Claus. I don't know. I'm a happy, jovial person. I'm sorry you're jealous, right? So it's almost like they can assume this betrayal that doesn't even exist. And it's almost like, let's say you're doing karaoke and you need somebody to sing with and they don't sing. So you pick a guy who can sing with you, or you pick a girl that can sing with you and you have a blast. They're jealous, but you don't sing. They sing. I picked them because they can sing the song. You didn't want to sing the song. You don't sing a song. You don't want to be up on the stage. You don't want to karaoke. They do. Oh, but now I'm in trouble because I sang the song with somebody who wants to sing the song with me, but you don't want to sing the song with me. But now I live in the dungeon. Your dungeon, your make-believe dungeon. You're not going to talk to me for a week. Okay, this doesn't make sense. So that's what I mean, where their intuition goes literally off the rocker, off the rails. Can you guys relate? Please leave a comment. By the way, will you like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't lose me forever? People don't even remember my name or my channel or anything. Meredith, Soul Navigation. Just hit subscribe. And I do videos every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. I have for the last 7 years. Can you believe that? I have not missed a Sunday. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, one thing I didn't, well, we'll revisit one, the part where they just bury their feelings so deeply that they just implode. And they never tell you. They never tell you what their feelings are. So you're just left in the silence of it. I would also say that they can be so brutally honest that they are so cutting, worse than a Sagittarius. Like, they can really cut you. They can slice you. They can slice you and dice you. They can be more blunt than an Aries. They can be more blunt than a Sagittarius, and they can really be quite destructive with their word choice. And they think that they're good for you and that their truth is a truth that is much needed. and that they're speaking to your soul to help you heal all your problems and your issues and your, you know, no, you're just being mean. You're just being mean. It's just mean. You just want to put me down, right? And so they can be too harsh. They can have that Scorpio stinger, and that Scorpio stinger is really, really real. They can also manipulate through dominating you through jealousy, through that possessiveness. And they can create a psychological pressure that guilts you into getting you to do what they want to do at the expense of your own desires. Try that on. They can, when they're hurt, they will literally burn the bridge, and they don't care. If you're walking out the door, if you're leaving them, they will burn down the barn so you can't get out with them inside of it, like we're both going down. Yeah, they don't care. They're just ruining it for you. And if they have to impale their own selves at the same time, so be it. That's where they have like this incredible courage. And that's why I call them the Marines of the Zodiac. They will run into the burning building. They will. And when they are healthy, there is nobody more courageous. There is nobody with more power, and there is nobody stronger. But that's for a different video, right? We're not doing the virtues video. Anyways, tell me what you think of this series. If you haven't watched the whole series, I recommend that you do. I recommend that you know where the different signs are in your chart, like what house, because you do have the shadow sides. You do have the shadow sides playing out when you're unhealthy in every arena of your chart. So you have all 12 signs in your house. I mean, you have all 12 signs in your chart in some house. And so, what house do you have Scorpio in? Because this is where you can go on that subject matter. Yeah. Now, the thing I know about you, because you're listening to my video and you're here at the end of my video, is that you're probably a very healthy Scorpio, because a very healthy Scorpio would have turned this video off way sooner than now. So if you made it all the way to the end, and if you are a Scorpio, will you please leave me a comment and say so? Because I want to know you. You're one of the good guys or girls or women. Anyways, I've loved being here with you. Come back every single Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. If you love this video and you want more Scorpio work, go watch my whole Scorpio playlist. I have so many videos on Scorpio, or treat yourself to my masterclass. I have a whole masterclass on Scorpio where I go deep, deep, deep into the coal mine, into the cave, right? And it's at shopsoulnavigation.com, and go get my Scorpio masterclass. You will love it. It is so deep. It is so raw. And from my house here in Seattle, Washington, to wherever you live at in the world, I just wish you the very, very best. Take good care. I'll see you in class.